in this video, we're going to be looking at profit, revenue, and cost. Okay, so we begin with the profit function. So this is our profit function here. Notice it has a capital P. All right, so our profit function here has a capital P, and that's where revenue minus cost, where X would be the number of units sold. So our revenue function is made up of our price times the number of units sold, X. Now price itself could be written as a function, but price would be a lowercase p. Okay, so you could see something like this, px times x. Whereas cost is made up of fixed costs, fx, plus variable costs. Okay, so that's fixed cost plus variable cost. Our break-even point is when our total revenue is equal to our total cost, right? So at this point, profit is 0. Now let's look at an example. Here we have an example. A bakery has a monthly fixed cost of $8,000 and a production cost of $10 per cake. So this is our fixed cost, $8,000, and our variable cost here would equal to 10x. Okay, that's equal to 10x here. So, and then the cakes sell for $40 each. So our revenue cost would be 40 times the number of units sold, so 40x. So our profit function, px, is equal to our total revenue minus our total cost. So our total revenue was 40x minus our total cost, which is made up of 8,000 plus 10x. So this simplifies to 30x minus 8,000. So this is our profit function. Okay, another question related to this example could be, what is the marginal cost? So the marginal cost we get from our total cost, which is 8,000 plus 10x. So our marginal cost is here, the cost of each additional unit. So once our operation is up, what's the cost of producing another unit? That's our marginal cost. So marginal cost is $10, all right? Okay, another question relating to this example is find the profit or loss if 2,000 cakes were sold. So we'll have the profit when 2,000 cakes are sold. We just use our profit function, which is 30 times 2,000 minus 8,000. So here we'll have 60,000 minus 8,000. So our profit when 2,000 cakes are sold would be $52,000. Okay. Okay, that's it for this example. Let's look at a second example. So here in this example, the price demand function of a product is px. Notice lowercase p, right? So this is our price. Our price is given in lowercase p is equal to 340 minus 8x. And we have a cost function of 80 plus 20x. So find the profit function. So profit function is made up of the revenue function minus the cost function. So we know that the revenue is made up of the price, but in this case, our price is the function px times the number of units x. All right, okay. It's the price times the number of units sold, x, okay, minus our fixed costs plus variable costs. Okay, so here our profit, px is made up, so the price function is 340 minus 8x, but don't forget to multiply times the number of units sold, x. So this is where most students make their mistake. They forget to put that x back in there. Minus our cost function of 80 plus 20x. So if we distribute, we have 340 minus 8x squared minus 80 minus 20x. So this becomes, this is x here, sorry. So minus 8x squared plus 320x minus 80. Okay, so here we have a minus 8x squared, and we want to have that, right? We want to have that minus 8x squared. And we'll see when we have the minus 8x squared, we have this quadratic function. And this gives us, if we were to graph it, you'll see that it gives us an upside down parabola. So let's graph that profit function, right? So if we graph that profit function, because of it's a minus in front of the x squared, we're going to have an upside down parabola. And because we have an upside down parabola, we'll have a vertex here at that turning point. The turning point we call a vertex. But at that vertex, we'll have a maximum profit. The y value will give us the maximum profit. So in graphing this type of function, I like to find the vertex first. So to find the vertex, the x value of this vertex would be given by minus b over 2a. So the x value would just be minus b, so minus 320 over 2 times minus 8, okay? And so this simplifies to give us, should give us 20, so it's 320 over 16. So minus 320 over minus 16 gives us plus 8. So the x value of the vertex is given by minus b over 2a. All right, so I like to put that x value in the middle. Okay, and we could go ahead and calculate what the y value. So the y value is the profit. X is the number of units that are going to be sold. So if we put, so into that function px, if we put a value of 20, we'll have minus 8 times 20 squared plus 320 times 20 minus 80. Okay, so then this would give us minus 8 times 400 plus this should be 6400 minus 80. And so this becomes minus 32. And if we finish working this out, that should be 3120. Okay, so that's our profit when the number of units sold is 20, right? So this could be 20,000, 20 million. Okay, so started with 20. Our Y value is 3120. And so once we get the verdicts here, I like to take two values before and two values afterwards. You could just take one value before, one value. So here, this would be 19, 18, and 21, 22. Okay, and working it out the same way that I worked it out for 20, we'll have values of 30, 88, and 3,112. Okay, well, the parabolas are symmetric, so these values here will also be, you see, these values here around the vertex, the Y values would be the same. Okay, so let's go ahead and graph. So I think I will have, let me just break off and let's start at say 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Okay, and then over here, I could break this off and start, let's say at 30, 80, right? So starting at 30, 80, and let's go up by 10 units. Yeah, so 30, 90, 3100, 3110, 3120. I think, yeah, I don't need to go any further. So, okay, so bear in mind that this graph is broken. So it's gonna, obviously this part here with the 31 hundreds, they're gonna be much, much higher up, okay? Anyway, let's just put in these points. So we have 20, and 20 is 3120. So roughly here, 19 is 3112. Somewhere there, and then 18 is 3088. Roughly there. Okay, so then 21 would be roughly there, and 22 would be roughly there. So you see we have here, and here's our verdicts, right? At 20, 31, 20. So here, this is our maximum profit. Okay. So our maximum profit will occur when we sell, so the number of units to produce the maximum profit would be 20, right? So if we ask what number of units will produce the maximum number of the maximum profit, then we'll say 20, okay? And the maximum profit itself would be 3120. And once again, this could be in thousands, this could be in millions, okay? Well, that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe if possible. Thank you.